from New Hanover County Schools Television, powered by students. This is your school news.
Welcome to your school news for the week of March 24th through the 30th. I'm Jordan Fife.
And I'm Alexi Mizhuyev. Topping our newscast this week, College Board makes big changes in Scholastic Aptitude test. Students at Roland Grice learn all about rocks from a visiting professor. And Ashley High School students compete in National Poetry Out Loud competition.
The Scholastic Aptitude Test, or SAT, was created in 1926. The exam was originally adapted from the World War I Army IQ. Over the years, the test was refined to one that many believed measured innate intelligence. Today, the test is part of a $4.5 billion a year industry, which has seen the number of students taking it decline. So when students open their SAT test books in spring 2016, they'll encounter a new SAT that is more focused and useful than ever before. We get this report from Jamie Stalfort.
A newly redesigned SAT will include major changes to the college entrance exam in order to better prepare students for college in the real world, and will help students with skills in reading and math to better display them. These changes better reflect what students learn through Common Core standards at school.
The SAT is in alignment with the new standards, meaning that the skills required to be career and college ready are measured on this new assessment.
By making the essay section optional, the test will now be 3 hours long, with the essay portion continuing for 50 minutes after that. Without the required essay, the SAT will return to a 1,600-point scale. In addition, the SAT point scale is going to enforce no penalty for wrong answers, instead of the traditional quarter-point penalty for wrong answers. The new exam will also include passages drawn from American documents, such as the Declaration of Independence, the Federalist Papers, and the writings of Martin Luther King, Jr.
The students really need to be able to interpret, synthesize, and provide evidences based in the texts that are provided to draw conclusions based on the primary sources.
Okay.
The revised math portion of the exam will examine fewer subjects much more thoroughly. This way, the student will have a better understanding of each particular subject. Also, the student will now only be allowed to use a calculator on only one section of the test, not all. This makes it easier for students to display their natural computing skills. The changes that the College Board is trying to make will also make it easier for students of low-income families to prepare for and take the test. Free test prep materials will be offered online, and the College Board will give every income-eligible student who takes the SAT 4 fee waivers to apply to college. While available upon request in the past, this move to automatically issue waivers is an effort to remove cost barriers to low and middle-income students.
Because the new SAT, the skills required are really in alignment with the standards that we're teaching now, problem solving in mathematics in real world situations, using evidence-based essays and discussion from primary sources. The curriculum is so aligned that if students navigate through the curriculum in North Carolina, they'll be very well prepared. However, there are some resources that will be available for students, as well as online courses and such through North Carolina Virtual Public School.
More details about the test specifications will be announced next month. Reporting for Your School News, this is Jamie Stalfort.
In other news, 33 high school students from across the state took center stage this month in Greensboro and competed in the National Poetry Out Loud competition, founded by the National Endowment for the Arts in partnership with the Poetry Foundation and coordinated by the North Carolina Arts Council. The Poetry Recitation program was be held at locations around downtown Greensboro. Poetry Out Loud features recitation by students from public and private schools, including schools as far away as Haywood County in the mountains of Dare and New Hanover on the North Carolina coast. Representing New Hanover County was Lizzie Rhodes from Ashley High School.
It was amazing. It was really surprising that I made it that far. I didn't think I would. So getting there and meeting all these great people was amazing, and learning how to speak in front of all these people and speak through other people's emotions and was just it was really different for something I've ever done.
The students in Poetry Out Loud competition first participated at the school level, then compete at the district level. Winners from the district competition advance to the state level competition. The winner at the state level receives an all-expenses-paid trip to Washington, D.C. for the national championship, which will be held in April. This year's state winner was Cassie Gogan from Pinecrest High School in Morris County.
The Mideastern Conference announced its Winter Sports Awards, and Bertha Dixon Wright, New Hanover High School girls varsity coach, was named Mideastern Conference Coach of the Year after guiding the Lady Wildcats to the conference tournament championship. Dixon Wright is a former UNC Wilmington women's basketball standout. She is a native of Ayden, NC, and has served as head coach of local New Hanover High School for the past 26 seasons. In that span, she has amassed hundreds of career victories and is now a 4-time Mideastern Conference Coach of the Year. Dixon also spent 9 seasons serving as the Wildcats' head volleyball coach and 2 seasons as an assistant softball coach. The award recognizes excellence in character, achievement, and coaching. It is designed to go to a varsity coach at an NCHSAA school who provides great leadership, who shows interest in his or her athletes on and off the field or court. Congratulations to Coach Dixon Wright.
The Ashley High School Marine Science Academy is extending the application deadline for the 2014-2015 school year to May 2nd. The Marine Science Academy provides a unique college-level experience by offering the equivalent of 2 introductory marine science courses, usually taken during the first college year. Students interested in marine biology, oceanography, or the Academy are highly encouraged to apply. Students may download the application from Ashley High School homepage or contact Ms. Sandra Seslick via email at sandra.seslick@nhcs.net or call her at 790-2360 extension 419. Students of the year-long program will meet daily for 90 minutes. The Ashley High School Marine Science Academy is a partnership with New Hanover County Schools, the UNCW, CFCC, and North Carolina Aquarium at Fort Fisher, the North Carolina Coastal Federation, and many other regulatory agencies in marine-related industries located throughout Cape Fear region.
From March 10th through April 4th, school-based licensed educators in all 115 North Carolina school districts and charter schools will have an opportunity to share their views regarding the working conditions on the 7th Biennial Statewide NC Teacher Working Conditions Survey. The NCTWC survey is designed to gather a variety of information from teachers, counselors, principals, and other administrators about topics such as the adequacy of school facilities and resources, time, empowerment, school leadership, community support, student conduct, professional development, mentoring and induction services, and student learning. The web-based survey is a voluntary, anonymous, and confidential. Educators receive unique access codes that enable them to take the survey at www.ncteachingconditions.org. The NC Teacher Working Conditions Survey is administered by the New Teacher Center, a national nonprofit organization dedicated to supporting the development of a high-quality teaching force.
On March 1st, 10 New Hanover County schools participated in the most important science-driven event in the county all year. Southeastern Regional Science Olympiad was held on the campus of UNCW, bringing the school's district's brightest and most eager scientists to the campus to complete in events designed to test their scientific knowledge. With a complete list of this year's award winners from New Hanover County is E.J. McGonigal.
Thank you. This year really was exciting at the Olympiad. In the middle school varsity division, Rolling Grice held first place with Noble in second and Murray in third. These three schools, will be attending the state competition held at NC State University in Raleigh in late April. In the middle school JV division, Murray held third place. In the high school varsity division, Hoggard reigned supreme in first place with Isaac Bear Early College in second, Laney in fourth, and Ashley in fifth place. Hoggard and Isaac Bear will be joining Rolling Grice, Noble, and Murray Middle School in Raleigh next month for the State Olympiad. In addition to the trophies awarded to the other schools, several other awards were administered. Noble Middle School won the Middle School Spirit Award, and Ashley High School won the High School Spirit Award. Students Ellie Kinsey from Murray Middle School and Sonia Shah from Rolling Grice won the Women in Science Award, while Matthew Kennedy from Murray Middle School won the Men in Science Award. UNCW also offered a $500 scholarship to anybody to attend UNCW to any senior that won first place in their event. Overall, Science Olympiad was a lot of fun and, just like every year, reminded us how the youth of today really is the shining star of brilliance we'll need tomorrow. Back to you.
Words from 2 different languages filled the halls as parents of Williams Elementary ESL students were invited to attend a family literacy night. The night was established so that the parents could learn more about what their students were doing in school, learn strategies for developing their children's literacy skills, and learn more about speaking 2 languages in the home. ESL classes help individuals develop skills to get a job, assist their parents with errands, better understand American culture and history, and improve communication skills. Representatives from the NHC Library and Cape Literacy Council also shared information about free classes, library cards, and other tools to help further the children's English ability. Translators were even on hand in each classroom to help the parents who do not speak English themselves. The night was a great learning experience for all of the ESL parents, and they all took home very useful information to help their children learn and grow.
Kendra Harrison, a 6th grade math and science teacher at Rolling Grice Middle School, had helped this school year when she introduced the Rock Cycle unit to her classes. Understanding that the Rock Cycle is not always a favorite of her 6th grade students, Ms. Harrison explored a way to shake things up while attending a Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics conference in the fall. Ms. Harrison learned of the North Carolina Science Festival Invite a Scientist program. The program recruits scientists and STEM professionals to share their knowledge and love of science with middle school students. After applying and being selected for the program, Ms. Harrison's class had Todd Lamaskin from UNCW guest teach the Rock Cycle.
We are sharing with them a love of science and the idea that you can be a scientist as a career or an engineer as a career, anything within the STEM disciplines as a career, and make a life out of science and engineering, and that it's really, really fun and enjoyable.
Dr. Lamaskin introduced the students to the world of geology through a PowerPoint and his first-hand knowledge of the field. He shared with them the amazing places he has traveled and showcased many of his rocks discoveries. Dr. Lamaskin explained to the students all rocks can be put into 3 fundamentally different types of rocks. Students got a chance to put their new knowledge to the test as they attempt to categorize many of the rocks Dr. Lamaskin had brought to the class. It was a great classroom opportunity, the Rolling Grice 6th grader said.
The annual New Hanover County Schools Trig Star competition was held this month. Approximately 80 high school students from 5 schools took part in the competition sponsored by the National Society of Professional Surveyors. Students were asked to complete a paper and pencil test containing questions based on the practical application of trigonometry. The winner's scores were entered in the state competition and could possibly move to the national level, where they would compete in an additional test round. The winners at the county level were Benjamin Fawcett, first place with a perfect score from New Hanover High School, and Luke Gu, second place from Hoggard High School. Cash prizes were awarded to these two top finishers. Good luck to these students as they progress to the state level.
Now, when your school news continues, Creed Razin is here with the week's exciting lunch menu forecast.
Plus, coming up, Ogden Elementary sings about the bossy R.
This is your school news on cable and online. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
You're on your way to meet up with friends, but you can't seem to get anywhere quickly. You don't want your friends to be annoyed, so you text. You're on your way. Five seconds is the average time your eyes are off the road while texting while driving. Make sure you get where you're going.
Welcome back to your school news. All this month, our B block has been devoted to a variety of themes that have centered on the month of March.
March is known for being the first month of spring. It was named for Mars, the Roman god of war, who was also regarded as a guardian of agriculture. March is also an important month filled with one of the largest variety of themes of any month of the year. During the month, we've explored a variety of themes in a series of special reports we call Themes Like March.
During the month, we have featured reports on Read Across America, Nourish Youth, Art, and Music, and we close out the month with a report on poison prevention.
Since 1962, March has been recognized as the National Poison Prevention Month. This month is intended to encourage local communities to raise awareness about the dangers of poisonings and how to prevent them. Poisonings cause more than 35,000 deaths each year. It is important that people become aware of what items are poisonous and how to react when someone is exposed to poison. We get this reporter from YSN reporter Cassie Williamson.
Children act fast, so do poisons. That is one of the themes this year during National Poison Prevention Month. 50% of poison exposures happen to children under 6 years old. Parents must always be watchful when household chemicals or drugs are being used. Many incidents happen when adults are using a product but are distracted for a few moments. Children act fast, and adults must make sure those household chemicals and medicines are stored away from children at all times.
You always want to make sure you store poisons up and out of the reach of children. Kids are curious by nature, so anything at eye level they're going to want to reach and grab for, and they're going to explore. So you want to make sure that any medication or anything that can kind of be hazardous to your child is out of reach, especially for those toddlers that like to climb and everything else. And for your older adults, we recommend lock boxes. So if you have a lot of people coming in and out of your home, or younger children, grandchildren, to have those medications locked up. And those lock boxes are portable, so they're pretty convenient.
Poisonings are more common and more deadly than you realize. Some of the top causes of poisoning are items that you keep in your home. This is why it's important for parents to keep any harmful items away from children.
So top poisonings in the home for younger children are generally going to be your cosmetics, your makeups, your laundry detergents, your soaps. We've seen an increase in the laundry detergent packets. If you've seen those around a lot of people's homes lately. And for your older adults and into your teenage and kind of your curious aged teenagers, your tweens, a lot with prescription medications.
Knowing what to do in the case of a poisoning is important. If your child eats or drinks a substance that you suspect might be poison, you need to call the Poison Control Center at 1-800-222-1222. This number works from any place in the United States and at all hours of the day. Your call will be answered by a trained healthcare professional. To be on the safe side, parents should also program the poison helpline into their phones. It's better to be safe than sorry.
If someone has kind of a sudden onset of sickness and it kind of comes out of nowhere, if you have in the back of your mind and you suspect someone is or has been poisoned, the first thing you are going to want to do is call the Poison Center. And they're going to help walk you through what the symptoms are of the person that you're calling for, and they're going to kind of help you distinguish whether you should call 911 at that point or not. And they do have trained professionals, doctors, nurses, that have been doing this for a very long time that are very good at what they do.
More than 2 million poisonings are reported each year to the 57 poison control centers across the country. March is a month nationally designated to highlight the dangers of poisonings and how to prevent them. There are things people can do every day to help prevent poisonings. This month, become actively involved in helping ensure the safety of children and adults in your home and your community. Reporting for Your School News, this is Cassie Williamson.
Thank you, Cassie. No one is immune to poisoning. Poisoning to you or a loved one can be prevented. We have a few extra steps you can take to protect yourself and your family. To prevent poisoning from medicines, read the labels before taking or giving medicine. Use medicine only as directed by your doctor or the label. When talking with children, call medicine by the proper name, not candy. Take a medicine in a place where children cannot watch, because children learn by imitating adults. Prevent poisoning by products and plants. Use household products according to label directions. Mixing household products can cause dangerous gases to form. Keep houseplants out of children's reach. Even if the plants are not poisonous, they might cause choking. Prevent carbon monoxide poisoning. Keep appliances, furnaces, fireplaces, and wood-burning stoves in good repair. Install a carbon monoxide alarm. Finally, put the poison center number on or near your phone.
Thanks, Alexi. Join us next week as we continue our series, Themes Like March.
It's time now for this week's lunch bill of fare. Gone are the days of mystery meat and crabby hairnet wearing ladies.
Across the county, school lunchrooms have gotten a facelift and a menu makeover.
This week, our lunch menu analysis, Creed Razin, joins us with the week's school lunch menu so parents, students, teachers, and everyone working for New Hanover County school systems can plan their lunch time options.
Thanks, and welcome to this week's edition of the Lunch Bill of Fare. This month, we have been celebrating good nutrition. All month long, we have been focusing attention on the importance of making informed food choices and developing sound eating and physical activity habits. Let's take a look at this week's menu selections that fill that bill. On Tuesday, March 25th, spice up your life with a beef taco with Spanish rice or enjoy a grilled chicken sandwich. On the side, barbecue pinto beans, a sweet potato casserole, a garden salad, and fresh fruit. On Wednesday, March 26th, choose from 2 great entrees, a submarine sandwich or cheesy breadsticks. On the side, tomato and cucumber salad, a garden salad, diced pears, and Jell-O topping. On Thursday, March 27th, mini ravioli with a breadstick and a chicken filet sandwich are your entree choices. On the side, glazed carrots, a garden salad, and fresh fruit. On Friday, March 28th, you cannot go wrong with a pizza slice or turkey ham and cheese hoagie. On the side, macaroni salad, chicken pea salad, broccoli cheese, a garden salad, and mixed fruit. For the weekend, I've got my healthy tip. Watch your sugar. Often people think by drinking fruit juices or eating low-fat fruit roll-ups and such, they are cutting out or eliminating sugar. The fact is that some fruit juices have more sugar than a soda. Reduction of sugar is important to good health. Therefore, always check out the sugar content of anything you eat or drink. Remember, it's all about eating right. After weekends, start the week with corn puppies or grilled chicken with noodles. On the side, you have sweet potato casserole, garden salad, and pineapple chunks. Vegetables, fruits, whole grains, lean proteins, and low-fat dairy products contain the ingredients we need to maintain healthy lifestyles. Make sure your eating plan includes foods from all food groups and appropriate proteins. Now taking a look once again at your lunch entrees for the week, you've got some great selections. It's a great week full of wonderful choices. Wednesday and Thursday have an Italian flavored cheesy breadsticks as a real standout. Friday, you cannot go wrong with the classic slice of pizza. From the newsroom, this is Creed Rasson, reminding you you're a better person when you have less on your plate. Back to you.
Thanks, Creed. Don't forget, you can also catch the Lunch Bill of Fare during the morning show here on the Learning Network and get lots of helpful nutrition information online at www.nhcs.net/nutrition. Now don't go away. Coming up, Ogden Elementary sings about the bossy R.
This is your school news on cable and online. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Know what?
What?
Since I got adopted, I've learned a lot about these humans.
I know. I mean, check out these two. It's Flirt City over here.
Yeah, I noticed that. It looks like my human is definitely into your human.
Oh, look! I think she's getting his number.
Nice.
Your human's got some sweet moves.
Takes after his dog. Oh, look, they're doing that thing where they put their arms around each other.
She kicked up a leg. It's like in the movies.
That's awesome. Looks like we're going to be hanging out a little bit more.
Welcome back to Your School News. Miss McKinney, first grade class at Ogden Elementary, has been learning about R-controlled vowels and how the R can be a bossy R.
The R changes the sound that the vowel makes. Students used a song to help them remember the rules about the bossy R. Let's take a listen.
The bossy, bossy R. Oh, the bossy, bossy R. Always has his way. Yes, the bossy, bossy R. Always has his say. And you can wish upon a star, but you won't get far if you ignore the bossy R. You got the bossy, bossy R in bar and car. You got the bossy, bossy R in third and turn. And you can go most anywhere, but you won't get far if you ignore the bossy R. Bossy, bossy R.
The Bossy R song uses the same melody as He Got the Whole World in His Hands. It is a great phonics song dedicated to teach children of the phonics rule of R.
As a refresher course for our viewers, when a vowel is followed by an R, the R changes the sound that the vowel makes. The vowel is called an R-controlled vowel. Sometimes the teachers refer to the R as the bossy R because the R bosses the vowel to make a new sound.
For example, when the A is followed by R, it makes the sound you hear in bar or car. When the O is followed by R, it makes the sound you hear in the word corn.
Thank you, Ogden, for that musical lesson and a reminder about the power of the bossy R.
That does it for this edition of Your School News. Recapping some of our main stories. College Boards makes big changes in the Scholastic Aptitude test. Students at Rolling Grice learn all about rocks from a visiting professor. And Ashley High School students compete in the National Poetry Out Loud competition.
Remember, Your School News is on cable and online. And don't forget to start your morning with our light and lively morning show, weekdays at 6 a.m. I'm Jordan Fife.
And I'm Alexei Mizhuyev. On behalf of the entire YSN crew, thanks for watching New Hanover County Schools TV on the Learning Network of Cape Fear.
Have a great day.